Hey YouTube, welcome back to Luke's Amateur Hour. This is Luke. Thanks for joining in. Today, I wanted to go over my jigsaw. I've had a jigsaw. It was one of the first power tools I bought when I bought my home. I've had it for a while. I've used it for a lot of different purposes. I haven't gotten into using it for metal yet, so this is a wood-centric only jigsaw review. But I wanted to talk about what I got and what I wish it had and why I think you might want one and whether this is worthwhile. So I have, if it's not obvious, a Craftsman jigsaw. I got this at the local Sears hardware outlet store. It's the model number 320-2190 Orbital Saber Saw 5 amp. I think I paid 40 bucks for it. You know, I wasn't breaking the bank. I had some metal or some wood that I needed to carve out of the floor for some reason or another, and I knew a jigsaw was the only way to do it. So I went out and picked up a jigsaw. It's treated me well so far. It's got some features that I haven't used, but I know they're there and they've helped out. And it's got some other features that I have used. So I'm going to go through all of the stuff I've used. First off, what you get with the setup. You get a nice bag. It's not like the DeWalt bags where you get triple the space you would normally need. You only get double the space you would normally need. So the jigsaw, the little vacuum hose attachment, and all your blades and accessories and everything you'll ever need for a jigsaw are going to fit in this bag. I mean, it's sizable. It's big. A couple pouches in there. So good work on you there, Craftsman. You're going to need blades. I'll get to these in a second though. It came with this vacuum hose attachment, which I honestly haven't really used yet. I haven't had a need for it. I've always been using this outdoors or in a very open space where a little bit of dust really didn't make a difference. And I wasn't making extensive, super long cuts. So no big deal. But it's nice to have. If you've got a shop vac, damn cord. It's worthwhile because it's just going to slide up under here and it kind of clicks into place. So you're going to hook your shop back up there and be able to suck stuff out. So that it comes with that. That's a really nice feature, especially if you're doing work in confined spaces. It came with two blades and it's got this neat little blade storage area in the back. You can't get to stuff. You just got to kind of drop them out. The metal cutting blade is the only one I have left. It came with a wood cutting blade too, but I chowdered that one up in no time. So like I said, I've only done wood cuts with this, so that's all I'm going to review here. The cord, it's nice. I'm actually happy with the cord. I'm not always happy with the cord on corded tools, but this one I like. It's long and it's got the cord wrap Velcro thing, which is convenient, right? You're not losing stuff. It's not getting unwound and wiry. It's all right there. So convenient. It's not grounded. It's not a grounded plug. So that's also nice for somebody who does a lot of work around an old building with old electricity. I don't have 3-prong outlets everywhere. I'm replacing them where I can, but I don't have them everywhere. So a couple of the other features here, starting on the business end, you've got the quick release functionality. So you press on this and you put a blade in there. And it's just really easy getting a blade in and out. I had it get hung up once, and that's when I had a whole bunch of sawdust in here. So I cleaned it out real quick, just a quick wipe, and then it worked perfectly fine. It's no problem there. You can see on the side here, it's got an orbital adjustment, and it's got 3 stages. So I was recently making some really rough cuts, just needed to hack some stuff off. So I had it on the setting where it's going to come down and then essentially make a circle. And it's kind of like that. 0 is no oscillation, so it's just going to go straight up and down, and 1 is slight oscillation. 2 is a big oscillation. So the big oscillation is going to take material away really quick, whereas the little no oscillation is going to be very precise. You're going to get just what you want. The knob here is so you can press that and hold it, so you can, no fatigue on your fingers. And it's got 6 speeds. I don't know why it doesn't go up to 11, but it's got 6 speeds. I've had to use them at intermediary speeds before, and it works. no big deal. So that was nice. Finally, it's got the little L key that you might need for adjusting the angle. This is an adjustable, it's got an adjustable base plate, and it looks like it might be a little off of center. I'll have to check that next time I use it. But you use the L key, and if I can find, here we go. There's 2 fasteners down in the bottom. Let's see if you guys can see that. 2 fasteners down in the bottom. You would loosen those up and this whole base plate kind of rotates. So you can get 45 or 30 degree cuts on an angle to get edges the way you want them. This should be at 90 degrees right now, but I'll have to check that next. It's also got a little work light, which is actually useful, especially with some of the more precise cuts I've had to make. And I'll plug this in so you can see what I'm talking about. So first off, it's got a green light to indicate that you have power, which is nice. And it's got this little LED work light, you can see it down there. That's just always on when you're plugged in because it's not using battery power. Why wouldn't it be on? It's actually pretty cool. I really like that part of it. So you can see that it's got low and super high. So you're going to be able to remove as much material as you want, however you want. The cord's beefy enough, I feel confident being able to pull it out of an outlet that's properly anchored too. So that's really nice. All in all, for 30 or 40 bucks, I don't think I spent more than $38 or $40 on this thing. I would definitely recommend it. For the homeowner, it's going to be useful. You're going to be able to cut sheet goods. You're going to be able to cut regular pieces of wood real easily. I took down an old wooden ladder with this thing in 10 seconds. I mean, I was able to take the thing apart rather than getting my circular saw out and making a big old mess around everything. This just slammed right through it. I would recommend this. It's nice. It's useful. Where is it made? I don't care. I don't care. Doesn't matter. If it was made in America, it'd probably be 150 bucks, right? I don't have that kind of money to be throwing at a Craftsman Jigsaw that I'm going to use once in a blue moon. But useful, good tool, really happy with this. What I would recommend though is when you buy the tool, immediately buy more blades. The blade that came with it was okay, but it died in no time. So I went and I bought this Bosch wood and metal set because I didn't know exactly what I'd be cutting all the time. I knew I was cutting wood at the time, but doing a lot of projects around the house, I wanted to have everything I needed. So I got a generic set, and you can see that it's used for basic metal, basic or aluminum or steel or whatever. And then you've got scroll, which is a really fine, you can see the blade is narrower this way than the other blades. That's for making really tight turns. You've got where are we at? A clean cut, which is a nice fine tooth, and you've got a speed cut, which is more coarser tooth, but it's going to take away a ton of material all at once. This is the Bosch set. I really like it. It was good. I have no idea how much I paid for it, but whatever it was, I got my value out of it because I've only used 2, maybe 3 of the blades so far. I've had the thing for almost 2 years now, and the blades that I've used are still sharp as the day I took them out. So definitely recommend the Bosch set. When you're picking up a set of blades, get something that's going to have a bunch of different uses. So that's my review of the Craftsman. I'm happy with it. I really can't complain at all. And the Bosch blades that came with it, no problems there whatsoever. So yes, I would recommend this. That's a recommendation from an amateur. Obviously, I'm not making a living at woodworking. So if you like this kind of stuff, go ahead and hit like. Tell me what you think about this, whether you think this is worth the money or if there's a better option out there for 40 bucks. Myself and anybody else who watches this video would love to hear it. If you have a $30 option that's just as good or better, tell me. I'd love to know about it. I might be wrong on this one, but I think I got a pretty solid pick here. Finally, if you like this kind of review, you like this kind of content, go ahead and hit subscribe, and you'll get all the stuff I do as soon as I do it. Thanks again, guys, for watching. This is Luke. I'm an amateur. This one didn't take an hour. Have a good evening, YouTube.